In these problems, we're being asked to find the least common multiple of a couple of numbers, or sometimes more than two numbers. The least common multiple, well, you know what multiples are. The multiples of 4, we can start listing them. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12, and so on and so forth. Those are multiples. We want to find the least, that's the smallest, and the common, so the ones that they have in common or the same. So we're going to find the smallest one that both of these have. So if I start listing the multiples of 4 and I start listing the multiples of 8, 8 times 1 equals 8. And actually that's as far as I need to go because here's 8 and here's 8. So 8 is a multiple of 4 and 8 is a multiple of 8. So 8 is the least common multiple. It's the smallest one that they have in common. Let's try it with the next one. This one has 2, 4, and 8. Well, the multiples of 2 are 2 times 1 equals 2, 2 times 2 equals 4, 2 times 3 equals 6, 2 times 4 equals 8. We could go on, but we're not going to have to because in the last problem we looked at the common multiples of 4 and 8, and we found that 8 was the least common. Well, 8 here is also a multiple of 2, so the least common multiple between 4 and 8 and 2 is 8. Let's try this next one. It says, what is the least common multiple of 3 and 12? Well, if I start listing the multiples of 3, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12, and right there I should have my antenna up because I know that the first multiple of 12, 12 times 1, is 12. So that's going to be the smallest one they have in common. So the answer to this one is 12. Let's do one more. This one says, what is the least common multiple of 3 and 7? So this one might be a little trickier. Multiples of 3 again, I've got, well, I started them up here. Let's just continue them. I've got 3, 6, 9, 12. 3 times 5 is 15. And what I'm going to do as I go along here is think, is that a multiple of 7 as well? And so far, I don't think so. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 7 is 21, and now I have my antenna up because if 7's in here, I know it's going to be a multiple of 7. Multiples of 7, 7 times 1 is 7, 7 times 2 is 14, and 7 times 3, 21. So that's our least common multiple, 21.